the 13th and 14th penalties of the night against LSU. Here's the punt, returnable. Arenas, no flags, touchdown Alabama.
Darren DeRochemont will punt, and Javier Arenas will wait back on his 10. High wobbly kick, and Arenas will field it at the 13. Breaks one tackle, a second, a third. Shakes free into the open field. One man to beat. Across midfield, it's a foot race, and Arenas will take it to the house. 90 yards. Javier Arenas gives Alabama a 6-0 lead. Set to return for the third time, standing on his own 40-yard line. DeRochemont had it blocked. It's blocked. Scooped up by Alabama, and the Tide will score. Chris Rogers.
Casey Dick will fire, picked off. Arenas down to the 20, has Casey Dick to beat. He will take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. 5 receivers set on 3rd and 10. Casey Dick has some time. And that's picked off again. Justin Woodall. He has Casey Dick to beat. He does it. It'll be another interception. Return for a touchdown for the Crimson Tide.
We'll see if Bama stays with it as they check off at the line of scrimmage. Here comes the blitz. Here comes the pass, and it's picked off. Rashad Johnson, interception, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Alabama. No flags. Rashad Johnson gives Alabama the 13-0 lead with a 31-yard return.
He's on the bench now. Blitz by Alabama. Hard line. Whoa, he lost fumble. Picked up. Touchdown, Alabama. Rolando McCain, one bounce. Really? And Jarrett Lee is in the gun. Corner blitz. Arenas coming. Over the middle, intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Johnson. And he comes right. He's got a little convoy. Johnson cuts left. Touchdown, Alabama, no flags.
10 tackles for the sophomore linebacker.
Middle of the field to Arenas, not where you want to kick it.
Arenas has a seam. Goodbye.
Handles the place kicking and the punting chores. Is one of the best in the nation. The second punt tonight, taken at the 27 by Arenas. Arenas with 5 career punt return touchdowns. Arenas down the sideline. This is going to be number 6. Javier Arenas, 6th career punt return touchdown, extending his school record 73-yard return.
Not just one new corner, but a new nickelback as well.
Garcia, his first throw. Fires down the middle. It's intercepted. Alabama coming the other way, and it's Mark Barron. He's got a convoy. Still on his feet. Barron down the sideline. Cuts to the middle. He might be gone. Touchdown.
See how Monty Kiffin and that Tennessee defense handles a running attack of Auburn. Here's Derek Lott. Lost the football. Picked up out of the midair by Courtney Upshaw. He can take it to the house, and he will. Touchdown, Alabama.
3 players at the top of the screen. Gets it away without a lot of pressure as they set up the return for Arenas, who fields it at the 34. Bust free. This is what the crowd came to see. There goes the senior. Scampered into the end zone. Touchdown, Javier Arenas.
Here's Gilbert, that inside shuttle pass. Incomplete. Or was it a fumble? Picked up by Darius. Darius in the air. Darius going for the end zone. That could be a touchdown. If he's got it in the air, that's an interception and a touchdown.
I think the most intriguing stat might be the fact that we'd love to tell you about Alabama's third down conversions, but we can't. They haven't had a third down yet today. The offense has been that efficient. The bobble from Richardson. And still able to make a play. Richardson on his feet across the 40-yard line. Trent Richardson on the go, and he is gone. Touchdown, Alabama.
Mike, put it a little more to your right. That one's good. Brantley back. Nobody open.
Oh.
Intercepted. And here we go.
In the second half, they came out, got some big picks, won the game on the road against one of the top quarterbacks in the SEC, Ryan Mallett. And speaking of picks,
The screen picked off, and taking it back is C.J. Mosley, the freshman to the house.
Schlechter, who's had a couple of good boots tonight for the Panthers.
Uh-oh, methodical, it's blocked, picked up, and here comes a touchdown for the Crimson Tide. Landon Gibson. Foster. McCarron.
Perhaps.
Yeah, maybe not.
Remember, a penalty here is no big deal for Alabama.
On 4th and 4, McCarron. Oh, he's got a man wide open. He's got it caught at the 10. It's Michael Williams for the touchdown. See what Alabama plans. Blitz from the outside. Oh, intercepted. This is Dequan Minzy, touchdown. Marquise Mays is back to return it. Dylan Breeding. Good. Mays gathers it in at the 17. He's got some room. Gets a block. Breeding's got to stop him. Breeding doesn't. Now there's still a chance defensively. Look at Mays. Now he's at the 10. Cuts back. Brilliant run. Marquise Mays. Florida already tonight with 143 yards. Brantley under some pressure. Intercepted by Upshaw. Got some blocks. Has some room. And he is going to go unimpeded for an Alabama touchdown.
This will be a 42-yard try where he is 2 for 2 in this range, but that one's going to be blocked. Kirkpatrick will scoop it up, and it'll be a foot race. And my money's on 21. Touchdown, Alabama.
Hightower. He's coming. Mosley goes deep, intercepted, picked off easily. On the overthrow, this is D. Milner. Dives, touchdown, Alabama.
50s. The bonus question. Oh, I got a bonus question for you on that game. Here we go now. On 3rd down and 9. Into the middle, intercepted. Picked off. Touchdown, C.J. Mosley.
The All-American quarterback, D. Milner, back for Bama. And it's a line drive that bounces at the 5. Christian Jones fields it. And Jones on the return. He picks up a block. Christian Jones. Could he? Yes! Touchdown, Alabama.
On 2nd and 9, little razzle-dazzle.
That's a loose ball.
That's a loose football picked up by Alabama. No penalty flags and a clear path to the end zone for Dion Blue.
Christian Jones back forward, waiting at his own 38-yard line. Line drive kick all the way back to the 29. Jones, a junior, with some run. Christian Jones. There are no flags. Touchdown, Alabama. The first time they touched the ball, they score. Blitz. Thomas is picked off. Vinny Sunseri scores. And Alabama has scored on special teams, offense, and now defense. 21-10. After the field goal by Janelle, Mitchell Ludwig kicks off. Christian Jones from the 7. They didn't get him down. Touchdown, his second of the night. A punt return and now a kickoff return for a touchdown for Jones.
3 to the top, 2 to the bottom. 4-man rush. Manziel deep right side, tipped. Could be intercepted. Sunseri has it. Vinny Sunseri, who returned one for a touchdown against Vatek, needs a block, needs one more, spins. He's got a touchdown.
So 3-man route, they had it covered.
They came after after it and blocked it. Alabama with a special teams touchdown. How about that?
Four-man rush. Intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins, the true freshman. One man out in front, that's Pagan. Provides the block on Worley. Collins, 88-yard touchdown interception.
Jones waiting on this one. Makes one man miss. Now just trying to read things. Oh, did he read it well? Christian Jones to the house. Touchdown, Alabama. 75 yards.
51 seconds remaining. Yep. Keep it conservative. Whoa, fumble. Oh my gosh. How about that? Cyrus Jones on one hop. Touchdown, Alabama.
My goodness.
Oh, they come after it. They blocked it. Touchdown, Alabama. Minka Fitzpatrick, number 29.
So this might have to do something about next week as well.
Georgia is at Tennessee next week, and this one's intercepted. Picked off by Eddie Jackson. Jackson still running. Looks for a block, gets it. To the 5, touchdown, Alabama. Arizona State to open. Here's Allen rolling out, gets a block, flips it, too high. Intercepted. Down the sidelines. This is going to Minka Fitzpatrick, who strolls in. Untouched.
That was the best play of the game for A&M.
Pump once. Intercepted. Eddie Jackson has another one, his 4th of the year, and he's got some blocking help. Kyle Allen can't stop him. There's another block.
Wow.
Cyrus Jones, and that one went 93 yards. Touchdown. Gain of 19. Allen pumps once, nobody open. It's intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. Poor decision, and Fitzpatrick flying down the sideline. Touchdown, Alabama. And Cyrus Jones is the deep man, this returnable.
Yes, better. Much more aggressive.
Jones. He's got the block. Now he's got an angle, and it's a foot race to the corner. Touchdown, Alabama.
They know that he's got tremendous potential.
Line drive kick. That hit a Charleston Southern player in the foot, but that will allow Cyrus Jones to scoop it up to the 10, and he will walk it into the end zone. Not real healthy. Burns again. A low line drive kick taken by Jones. He's got a lot of room here on the near side. He's to the 30. He's to the 20. Can he do it again? Yes, he will. No flags. 78 yards.
Gets it away quickly. Jones is driven back. It's a nice punt, but he's got room. Cyrus Jones with a crease to the sideline. Still running. Touchdown, Alabama. Quick response does cut into the lead, but now the Tigers defense is going to have to stop Henry and company. Drake makes a cut, gets the corner. Look out, Kenyon Drake can fly. Eludes the kicker and will not be caught. Touchdown, Drake. 95 yards. Depleted depth already at the linebacker position. And 2nd and 8. Deflection. Intercepted. Humphrey scores.
Alabama's got to find depth at the defensive line. Maybe they could try to
make some plays against these guys.
White intercepted for the second time. This one to Eddie Jackson. Jackson, green grass in front of him. The quarterback White cannot contain him. And it's a pick six for Bama for the second game in a row.
Will Gleason is on the punt for Air Miss. They use two punters. This is the rugby-style punt. Eddie Jackson. Eddie Jackson. One man to beat. And he beat him. There's a flag.
During the return, personal foul, illegal hands to the face, number 30 on the kicking team.
Wow, touchdown.
And Kelly is 9 of 14. Not much pressure here. It comes from the backside. Fumble. Picked up by Alabama. Did he cross the line? Yes, he did. Deron Payne.
And 11 points. Field goal means something in this game.
Kelly intercepted. Short throw picked up by Jonathan Allen. Now he's got a convoy helping him.
Turn around, Alabama. Turn around.
Yeah, he never turned around, but he does score.
About the same time that Fitzpatrick hit him.
Xavier Marks from the 25. Nice vision. Marks to the 40. Looking for a block. He's got it. He's got help. Xavier Marks got to beat the punter. He beat the punter. Touchdown, Alabama. 75-yard return. And we have not seen Tim Williams for Alabama in the game here in the first half. Johnson steps up, and it's fumbled again. And it's picked up by Alabama. Ronnie Harrison has it at the 40. Harrison inside the 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama. Coming after Allen. Ball comes loose. Tim Williams has it, and he's got blockers in front. Picking up a block, and Bama has done it again. Another defensive touchdown. That is their 6th of the year. 2nd and 18. Here's Austin Allen. Picked off again by Minkah Fitzpatrick. What a game he is having, and he's going to take it out of the end zone. And he's got a blocker in front with Allen to beat. How about it, folks? Minkah Fitzpatrick, 100 yards of glory.
Alongside Dobbs in the backfield, it's 7-0. Screen pass. Intercepted. And here goes Alabama. Ronnie Harrison. Touchdown. That is the 10th non-offensive touchdown of the year for Alabama.
Done it twice. I think they had 499 yards in one game.
9th punt, Trevor Daniel. Eddie Jackson. Eddie Jackson. Have I mentioned this is Eddie Jackson? Touchdown, Crimson Tide. 4 down linemen for Alabama. Knight goes backward, chased. Jonathan Allen. Touchdown. First down, 20. Appleby with time. Intercepted again. This is Minkah Fitzpatrick at the 20. Fitzpatrick, he will score. Johnny Townsend on the punt. And Trayvon Diggs is, oh, got it. Got it. Touchdown, Alabama.
Fletcher in motion. Browning pressured. Intercepted. Ryan Anderson. The Tide defense rolls again. That wasn't for the Rebels. 3rd and 4. The slant picked off by Wallace. Levi Wallace.
But what is DeMarcus Lodge doing? He just quit on the play. And that time it was obvious and didn't get caught.
Well, we heard so much about that with the way the game ended last year when they met up. Oh, and another one. It's Matt Williams. Williams. Pick 6. Tide rolling.
And then coordinators made a pretty rapid sent for both Loxley and LaCoy. Kickoff because of the penalty is deep, and Josh Jacobs with a running start fields it. Jacobs, big momentum, bouncing off people. Jacobs into the secondary. A convoy escapes and will take it to the house. Blew up Thomas Fletcher, the snapper on the field goal, and the special teams coach.
Way to
Pass
go after
over the
that.
middle, and it's an easy interception. Thrown up and picked up by Shaheem Carter, who's got a convoy, and he just might score. Yep, the defense gets in the end zone.
Hansen keeps it on the first down. Intercepted. Savion Smith took it away. Savion Smith scores.
A little life after that turnover.
Yep, they're trying to take something away from this, and right on cue, an interception and a touchdown for Xavier McKinney.
You see 3 Raging Cajuns in for protection in front of Reese Burns after the last one was blocked, and this one barely gets off. And Waddle will field it at the 37-yard line. This guy can fly. As you see the big hit, as he comes around the corner, he looks for daylight in front, cuts it back to the middle. Watch out! See ya! 63 yards.
Missouri's defense being able to hold these receivers and Tua Tagovailoa in check. So things are looking very bright for Bama.
Here's an interception by Shaheem Carter trying to run it back. And he will for the 4th defensive touchdown for the Tide in 2018.
Little pitch. Alabama played it well. A fumble, loose ball, picked up by the Tide. No whistle, touchdown, Alabama.
If you just concede that they're covered, you can't beat this defense.
Matt Brown has it blocked. In the air, on the ground, touchdown, Alabama.
Everybody's moving by the time you look up.
Braden Land to punt. Don't punt it to Jalen Waddle. They won't. They're going to block it. And they might score anyway. Kale had the block punt.
Garantano tried to get there, and the ball comes out. Trayvon Diggs running down the sideline. Trayvon Diggs. Nobody's going to catch him. There are no flags. This will be a 100-yard scoop and score.
Stark along 3rd and 3, and another interception. He threw it right to Diggs. And Diggs, who had a fumble recovery for a touchdown last week, has a pick 6 this week. Touchdown, Bama. There's a flag down in the secondary, back at the 17.
Pass interference, number 7, offense. Coaches decline, touchdown.
Number 1 and number 24 for LSU. Diggs and Surtain for Alabama.
And Rosenberg's punt goes back to the 23. Wow! I don't know how Waddle got away from that whiplash, and now he's coming the other way. Jalen Waddle across midfield. He's got a convoy. Waddle, he's gone. Touchdown.
Buckeyes, interestingly enough, about an 18-point favorite in that game at the shoe. Play action. Pass is tipped, and it's going to be picked off far side. McKinney again, his 2nd interception, and there he goes. Alabama to the house once again.
Jalen Waddle from about the 2. Tried this last time, ended up with a penalty. This time, into the open field. Jalen Waddle, nobody's going to catch him. He'll take it. Coast to coast, touchdown, Alabama.
Can Bama put some pressure on this quarterback without blitzing?
They're going to come with the 3-man rush. And the throw is intercepted. Picked off, down the sideline. Touchdown, Alabama, Daniel Wright. About what he's been against Alabama, 50% passer so far, but he did have a really pretty touchdown pass. And now the ball is out. Alabama picks it up. Malachi Moore will walk in. Touchdown, Alabama.
Not
so clean.
The leader. He didn't care about the throws. That's one of the reasons he continues to develop guys.
Intercepted by Alabama, and this one's going the other way. A pick six for Jordan Battle and a 44-yard return.
If and when. Is there a possibility this won't end eventually? It definitely will. Rodgers, risky throw, picked off by Patrick Surtain, and they will cross the 35-point threshold with a defensive score.
Nonverbal communication, making sure everybody's on the same page. What's the call? What's the adjustment? Their communication is next level as a defense.
Devontae Smith with a cutback. Finds an alley right up the center of the kick coverage group for the Razorbacks, and he will not be touched. An Alabama touchdown.
Surprised you're seeing Fred Payton multiple series instead of Carter Peavy. Alabama got it. Bama with the punt block, looking for offense from special teams, and it'll be a walk-in for Chris Braswell. 31-yard return. Biggs Bourgeois will kick it off. Jamison Williams to receive. Williams wants to bring it out. Got a seam. Got speed. Got touch at the 35, but stayed up. What a way to start the game. Touchdown, Alabama 100. What's that quarterback position going to look like going forward?
Well, TJ Finley made plays at the end of that game when he had to, so you got to imagine.
Here's a playmaker, Jamison Williams again. On the run again. Down the sideline. It's his second kickoff return for a score of the night. And they block it. Alabama touchdown.
And it's starting to produce some real legitimate results.
Rodgers. That ball is intercepted. And on the return is Battle, and you can make it a pick six.
And it throws, it's intercepted. Picked off, and this might be a touchdown. Battle is in for the Tide.
He's excellent versus the run, as good of a pass rusher as Will Anderson is.
Quickly, they get it off. It is intercepted. This is Will Anderson Jr. Touchdown. McKinstry stands at his own 35, waiting on the McCormick punt. Here comes the Tide, and they block it. It's going to be picked up by Malachi Moore. Touchdown. Wow, another blast from the past, Dari, the old Mississippi State head coach, where Terry Bowden used to coach. This is Brian Branch who gets a chance after Kool-Aid McKinstry showed off all season. Brian wants his turn and wants to take it to the house. Good night.
I was just going to say boxing match where who's going to get the last punch. There is a scoop and score from Dallas Turner. Touchdown, Alabama. Trying to get lined up. Rodgers, they set up a screen. Picked off at the 25-yard line by Chris Braswell. Still on his feet. Miraculously scores. Bravo, Braswell.
A forward play. They need every yard they can get right now.
Milton, backside pressure. Down he goes. The ball is out. It's going to be scooped, and it might be a score. It is. Campbell, touchdown, Alabama.
You put Michigan in the SEC, they could have 3 losses by now.
I don't know about that.
They are not that good.
Put Florida State in there, I would say yes to that, what you just said.
Punt return by Caleb Downs, and he finds the seam. He makes the punter look silly. Caleb Downs, show him what you got. Touchdown, Bama.
Pressure comes. Neubauer in trouble. Throws. Completes the pass for a Mercer first down to Roble. Ball comes out. Alabama has it. Xavier Brown with blockers in front of him. Brown takes it for a Crimson Tide touchdown.
As if they don't score, the half's over. And it's a play action pass, and it's intercepted. Zabian Brown with one man who can catch him. Zabian Brown all the way. Touchdown, Alabama.
You think of all the SEC titles and the national championship he won at Florida, that's big praise.
Here's Sellers, their second drive of the afternoon as he goes to check down the face on. Wow! It is a turnover. Jones returns it for the Tide.
Who they going to bring? Who they going to drop?
Only rushed 3.
Intercepted! They confused him! Zabian Brown headed the other way! Touchdown Tide! A pick six!